wanna be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here.
Welcome back to your channel where the art is always random and so am I. Today I'm drawing Godzilla versus King Kong, the king of the Kongs and the god of the Zillas. It's a battle of the titans for supremacy. So first of all, I kind of went into the movie thinking it was going to be bad because whenever you see a big movie getting hyped up on social media like this, you're most likely let down if you know anything about movies. But surprisingly, it was actually very entertaining. I'll give the movie about an 8, 8.5 out of 10. And thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Psych! You thought we were done. Anyways, let's get started with the review. So the movie starts off in a jungle. A little girl comes up to Kong trying to communicate with him. She tries to hand him a little homemade, like, monkey rag that's supposed to be Kong. And it ends up, Kong actually gets mad. He picks up a giant tree, throws it on the ceiling, and ends up he's locked up in an actual dome, and he's very aware of it. We slowly start to learn more about the lore of the Titans and what they mean to the monster universe. This little bit of extra details around the movie makes it so much better. I'm just liking like the concept of how they hype those monsters up. I mean, they should, they're giant monsters, but they try to make them look like also like movie stars in a way with like the way they do the documentaries and everything else. You'll understand as you watch the movie. I'm hoping that they make a new movie and they continue building the world of the gods and the Zillas and the kings and the Kongs. So there's also a movie last year that came out, apparently was really good, or 2 years ago, Godzilla King of Monsters, and I will watch that to see how it goes. So yeah, the movie then becomes kind of a small adventure for Kong. Slowly after this, you see that Godzilla is just tearing things up, and apparently he's looking for something, and then they're like, oh, he might be looking for my boy Kong, let's move him out. So they strap him down, and I think they like give him some tranquilizers or something, and they strap him down to a giant battleship, and they try to move him across the world or whatever back to where his home might be. And that's basically the premise of the movie. They're trying to get him to like hollow earth, which is underneath the earth, which is, you know, underneath a hollow earth. Anyways, that makes no sense, but you get the point. It's sort of like they drilled a giant hole and then they want King Kong to go help them find some energy source, and that's basically the point of the movie. And they're trying to avoid Godzilla at the same time, and that's basically it. They the little girl also tries to communicate with him later on in the movie in the ship. And it's really nice because it gives Kong more of a human character to himself, and it's also more emotional, and we care more about Kong later on in the movie. But enough of little details, let's talk about the movie itself. And did it deliver? Was it good? Was it bad? And I'll tell you this, it delivered, and I'm happy how it came out. It was like a WWE match with giant lizards and monkeys. Kong was jumping around, hitting a Superman punch, thinking he was Roman Reigns, and then he got put into a headlock, and then they were smacking each other around. It was like a kung fu martial artist versus let me see who, like a straight up brawler who just smacks people around. So it was like let me see, it was like Stone Cold versus, I don't know who was good, like a Shawn Michaels or something. You know what I mean? It was just entertaining, and I really enjoyed it. I think my favorite part was when Kong smacks Godzilla over the head with a giant object, and it just looked like it hurt. And overall, I think the movie was really good. It gives you action. It doesn't cheap out. There was no moment in the movie where they like, you know what I'm talking about, like Naruto, where they just stand there looking at each other for like a whole minute and then talking. Nope. The monsters did it for a few seconds. They looked at each other and stuff, but then they went right to boxing, and it was like really entertaining. It was like millions and millions of destruction worth of property, and it was great. Hopefully we get more of that. But now let's talk about the movie's bad sides, I guess. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't also great, this certain part. The human plot of the movie was kind of bad. There were 2 kids and an older conspiracy guy trying to find out why Godzilla was attacking. So it ends up they have a secret weapon and Godzilla doesn't approve. And the human part was kind of boring, like I said, because it's basically part plot armor. They go in and investigate, and it just happens that the building's completely open, there's no guards, and they just like Scooby-Doo it, where they just walk around the bad guy, and the bad guy doesn't even notice. And then there's one point where they go underground to a giant pod that's for transportation, and they just happen to get to the other side of the world, and it's just like, okay, so nobody noticed a bunch of kids getting into a high-level world security and just walked by casually. Okay, I guess. But overall, I understand why that part was in the movie, so that you get introduced to the secret weapon that they have. And I'm not going to spoil what the secret weapon is. And that's about it. Overall, the movie was really good. Maybe next time they should add a better human plot. But overall, I would watch the movie again because it was enjoyable. And there's nothing better than giant monsters attacking each other. The movie was an 8 out of 10. The fighting was good. And hopefully the next part we get more fighting. And that's about it. Now I'm really addicted to the monster universe, and I want to learn more about it, and it will be part of the channel in the future. We will see giant monsters attacking giant monsters and attacking more giant monsters, because apparently it's amazing in Japan and everybody loves it, and I understand why. Now I'm out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm